What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me, but I just got home off of an early morning flight, right? First thing through the door, I want to see my family. I love my family. You know, I'm a family man. I'm an advocate for families, right? Second thing, I got to get that hot shower because I got to throw the threads on. The threads make me feel like $1,000,000, but the third thing through my mind and all throughout the trip is that I gotta have that Teej pack. Teej makes my life uncomplicated. It's uncomplicated skincare for men. The first way that I started specifically was their level 1 system. It's a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Here's the thing. My favorite part about Teej Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really making the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin for men uncomplicated. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, you can pause and cancel at any time, and you get free shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal, right? Just click the first link in the description and you get 30% off your first box, plus a free gift. It's an amazing deal. You got to get started today. You're not out here trying to look like a Dusty. And if you travel as much as I do, which I'm sure most people don't, but you know me, I'm pushing my bag chasers in order to be in the top 5%, top 10%, top 1%. We got to make our lives uncomplicated, and Teej Hanley is no better product. You got to look good. You got to smell good. And you can't be looking like a Dusty. Make sure you get started today. Click the link in the description. Get that Teej pack. Feel the Teej, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning into the Millionaire Morning Show. I am your host, Anton Daniels. It is Friday, May 12th, 2023, year of our Lord. And it is going to be a fabulous Friday. It's going to be a fabulous show. We had a fabulous show with Sue Robinson last night. If you guys did not catch the simulcast, make sure that you go over to the Anton Daniels channel and check that out. It was an incredible show. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I wound up being on a panel with not only Sue Robinson, a lawyer herself, but 2 other lawyers. And it was a great debate, a great discussion, multiple different topics. We might even be looking to do that every Thursday. I don't know. So we're going to see what that is. Let me read my first super chat of the day. Shout out to Raphael. Alba says, and we are back for another one. Shout out to Raphael. I appreciate you for the 2-ball. Thank you to everybody that continue to show love to the platform and support. Make sure that y'all go over and y'all subscribe to Sue Robinson. Let's get her over to 1,000 subscribers. She's a pretty new YouTuber, and she is a lovely lady. She knows how to put on a show, and you never know what kind of collaborations that we're going to be doing going forward. So shout out to Sue Robinson. Again, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and go back and look at the simulcast that we did yesterday over on the Anton Daniels channel, or you can catch that on Sue Robinson's channel. And it is awesome, but make sure that you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm today, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Also, let's get a little bit more housekeeping out of the way, and we're going to get right into the show. First and foremost, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. You never know when I'm going to go live. So if you're not subscribed and if you don't have your notification bell turned on, then you're not going to understand what it is that we build in and how it is that we do things. Because we run it up. We work, we grind, we hustle, and we outwork everybody. But I'm going to get to that also. In addition to that, I got Charleston White coming, doing a show. So he's going to be doing a Detroit show on June 9th. I'll try to have those tickets available for sale this upcoming Monday. this weekend. You guys will find out about it. If you are not following me on Twitter, if you're not following me on Instagram, then you are probably going to miss out. It is only going to be a limited amount of tickets for sale as far as VIP. We will be doing it big at the Garden Theater because you know that Anton does nothing unless it's stellar. So those tickets will be going on sale, and you will hear more about those very, very soon. I might even do a few giveaways for the people, or maybe I'll just do a few giveaways just for the bag chasers. If you're not a chaser, then I don't even really know what we talking about. If you're not in a Patreon, what you doing? Honestly, like, what you doing? Ain't no classes, ain't no courses, ain't none of that. It's just straight up game. It's straight up game. It's meetups. Is having good conversations. Is doing our thing. It's adding value into your life. It's giving you life hacks. It's giving you practical advice in order for you to be able to level up. If you're not in the Patreon, what we talking about? Yeah, I'm definitely going to be giving early access to Patreon members. So if you are looking to go to Charleston White's show, which will be here in my hometown in Detroit, and we're going to put on an incredible event, stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and then make sure you tapped into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. All right, so in addition to that, this is Friday, and so Fridays, what we like to do is we like to have a pull-up show after we cover these topics. All right, so make sure you got your camera on. If you have something that you agreed with or you disagreed with, or something that you just want to give your opinion on, and you want to come up on the panel and you want to give your perspective or your thoughts or whatever that may be, I am going to drop the link in the show inside of the chat for you guys to be able to cam up and get your big energy off, okay? I am going to drop the link in the chat for you to be able to cam up and get your big energy off. So I'm assuming that since y'all had so many differing opinions from what it is that I've been saying all throughout the week, that you guys are going to be tapped in and you guys are going to be camming up, and so you can let me know exactly what your thoughts are. That's what my assumption is. All right, so let me read. My dog, Mike Jones, is in the building. He says, good morning, Anton. Today is no fumble in the bag on a Friday. Salute. This Mother's Day will be the first Mother's Day without my mom. You in my prayers, big dog. Mike Jones, you are definitely in my prayers because I know what it feels like to be without a parent, especially a good parent. He says, I miss her so much. Anton, I rock with you. Thank you for so much for everything. Shout out to Mike Jones. Let me get this call real quick. What's up, babe? On the live stream.
Hey, I know, I'm sorry, but should I have them come and get the car? Because that thing came on again and it said don't drive it.
You can. Is that something that did they say that they was gonna come pick up the car?
I didn't ask them. I just said I would bring it, but
It's safe to drive. You'll be fine. If that's what you want to do, nothing is gonna happen. It's really just the suspension. So it's all electronic. It's nothing actually wrong with it itself, but it is something that the dealership needs to look at. So if you want to, you can. If you're not, it's not a big deal. It ain't like we got a shortage of cars that we can drive, and I'm not necessarily in a rush. So it's up to you.
Well, I mean, I'm already on my way, and it came on like.
Yeah, I want it to come on because I want them to see what the problem is.
Yeah, I took a picture of it too, so they could see it just in case. All right, I'm gonna just drive it there because I'm already on my way.
All right, and then what you doing after that?
Taking me out to lunch to give her stuff for Mother's Day.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know. Keep me in the loop.
All right.
All right. Bye. Shout out to Mike Jones. Shout out to all of the Cash Appers, the Super Chatters, all of my people. I appreciate you, Mike Jones. I hear your pain, big dog. My father passed away in November of 2017, and it's funny because I had moved back to not even back to. I moved 2 doors down to take care of my mother who was sick at the time. Prior to that, and then my father wound up getting into a freak accident. A lot of people are not familiar with the story of why I moved 2 doors down back from my parents, but for another day. I've already talked about it, but it's definitely for another day. And my father was my best friend, so I absolutely understand what it is that you're going through, my friend. But you got a friend in me, you got a brother in me, and we definitely keeping the prayers up. And I appreciate you for continuing to be my brother as far as being a bag chaser, because we are a family. So shout out to you. Shout out to all of my people. Thank you for all of the support, the love, the views, the likes, the dislikes, the great information that you guys continue to feed me. Shout out to O'Neal Harris. Uh, O'Neal Harris says, AD, this morning, 5 a.m. GMT, you had me laughing, that evil laugh, and I saw the thought process. Run that bag up. Oh, you know. Oh, you know. For those of you that did not tune into the show yesterday or did not catch the live stream that I did, the simulcast that I did with Swin Robinson, I'm encouraging you guys to go and subscribe to her channel, and then also make sure that you catch the simulcast, because it was absolutely, I dropped some little Easter eggs in there. So for those of you that's not familiar, and happy Mother's Day to everybody that is a mother, that is doing great things, that take care of their children, that's not a baby mama, but a real mother, and is doing a thing that's in the best interest of their kids. Shout out to the mothers. This Sunday, we salute you. We love you. We absolutely appreciate you. And we're going to get into the show. All right. So tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Anton Daniels channel. We got some great things over there. Charleston White Show. Early access for Patreon members is coming up soon. Make sure you tapped into the Instagram and the Twitter. Those links are in the description. And make sure you get that Teach pack. 30% off your first order plus a free gift. We appreciate Teach for continuing to be the sponsor of the show. If you had any other Teach, if you had any other subscriptions, or you did not get any Teach, cancel that shit and come over here into the Bag Chasers, because we doing great things. Shout out to my girl Q. We love you. Let's get started with the show. Again, I am going to be dropping a link in the chat for you guys to be able to cam up. So get your bonnets off, get your do-rags off, go brush your teeth, put some Vaseline on your lips, and get that mouthwash, that tongue scraper, and let's get to it. All right. First thing that I want to tackle today. I don't even know what I want to tackle first. Should I do the lunch ladies or should I do Jay Morrison? Let's do Jay Morrison. Let's get into the Jay Morrison thing. So recently I did a review video on an interview that Jay Morrison had did on a young ladies platform probably a month ago or a couple months ago or something like that. And I was conflicted because I was trying to figure out, because I've never had any personal interactions with Jay Morrison. I don't feel any type of way about Jay Morrison. I've never invested with the TREF fund, the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, or whatever it is that he called it. And Jay Morrison had been getting a lot of flack from a lot of different people on the internet. And so I didn't necessarily understand it, but I guess it wasn't really for me to understand, because it's nothing that I actually offer to the people to invest in. I've never done a course. I've never done a real estate fund. I've never did crowdfunding. As a matter of fact, we are about to revamp and then start back up the Build Your Business that we put on hold from last year inside of the Patreon. And people kept asking me, yo, Anton, how can I invest in it, or whatever, so on and so forth. And I said, I don't want your money. Whenever people say, Anton, I want to invest in you, or I want to give you my money, what should I do? I say, listen, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm not a financial advisor. If you're looking for a financial advisor, then go ahead and find one that's actually credible, right? I'm not a financial advisor. All it is that I can do is give you the game based off of my own life experiences, right? And then I tell them, I say, listen, if you're looking to do the best thing for me, then do the best thing for you, because I never want to be responsible for what somebody else is doing with their money. I'm just going to give you the sauce. I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to be absolutely transparent about how it is that I live my life. And I have nothing to gain as a result of anybody giving me anything. If you find value in what it is that we do here, then you donate on your own free will. I don't ask for super chats. I don't ask for cash apps. You guys support the platform voluntarily because you find the value that I give to you to be worthwhile, right? And so we do the meetups. We meet up with each other. As a matter of fact, not only do I not take from the people, I use my own resources in order to invest in other people's businesses. Anybody that's ever worked for me, nobody can say that I've never paid them. Nobody can say that I've ever done anything. And so I don't understand the whole logic behind or why people go about doing business the way that other people do business, and then they don't actually add the value that people feel like they should be getting out of that investment. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get the whole thing of what it is that they doing. It's like I would never put together a real estate fund. I would never do anything like that. And I'm not saying that other people shouldn't, but what I'm saying is I never want to be responsible for somebody else's money. I'll pay out or I'll offer a service that maybe you can pay for, but I don't want to be responsible for your stuff. Because then if it goes bad, then that's when bad blood and all of that. I'd rather just invest my own money. That's called minding your own business. I give you the game. I'll give you the sauce based on my own lived experiences, but I never want to be responsible for somebody else's money. And that's where I think that the majority of the issues come from when you see these gurus, is because they don't just offer a service, they also offer to do something else for you that they can't guarantee or deliver. And that's where the problem starts to come in, right? And so I was always conflicted when I would see things happen about Jay Morrison, because from what I understood, he was the dude that was on the streets that was trying to give black people, according to what it is that y'all say that y'all want, the pro-black people, the game on how it is that you supposed to come up in the whole thing. Jay Morrison was Jay Morrison before you had Bandman Kebo, for example. But people hate Jay Morrison, and then people love Bandman Kebo, right? So this is a story that somebody sent me, right? Or a video based off of an interview, a most recent interview that somebody sent me, right? And in this interview, because I watched like the first 2 minutes of it, and he start going ham about his former, I guess, business partners or interactions or dealings with other people, such as Earn Your Leisure and Him500. Now, I don't have anything for or against Earn Your Leisure or Him500. I don't know anything about them. Doesn't mean anything to me, right? But I want to get into this video. I want to break it down. So make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all.
19 Keys, Wall Street Trapper, sat in my office while I was planning out the political party. They know.
You know a dude feeling some type of way when they immediately started naming names. When they immediately start naming names, 19 Keys, Wall Street Trapper, they feeling some type of way about this.
Everybody in the community know what I get into. Him500 was at our corner class in 2016 in Bankhead. I can play you. We can edit into the video. I'll give you a testimonial from the corner class. Wow. 2016.
I've been to plenty of paid real estate courses, week trainings, 2-week trainings. I've never got the information that I've got as impactful as I did on this corner. It is free.
Yo, listen. I don't know who's who and what's what. I'm just observing it and reacting to it the same way that y'all are. But the one thing that I know, and two things is for certain, is when people start naming names, they feel in a certain type of way, especially if they done any kind of time, prison time, or anything like that. They feeling some type of way about their position and how it was that they was treated.
He knows. Earn Your Leisure. They're most requested. If you're really serious, you have Jay Morrison on your platform.
The number one person that everybody has been requesting for months now is
most
Jay
requested.
Morrison.
Yeah, that's
sure.
a fact.
They know. So for everybody to try to box me out and not even have the decency as leaders, as men, right? This is a platform about men talking real shit. Real men do real things where I'm from. So if you're somebody that inspired me, or somebody that has contributed to our community, has shown a genuine effort to our community, but there's a question mark around you, how I'm built. If I call myself a leader, or influencer, or peer, or revolutionary, then I owe it to you to at least sit down with you and have the conversation.
I don't really know what he's looking for, honestly. What do they owe him? What do they owe him? I mean, listen, I see he got the receipts in which it was a testimonial apparently from Him500, and he did an interview with Earn Your Leisure because his people, or the people that on the platform at the time, was requesting for them to interview Jay Morrison and get the sauce. I'm trying to understand, what is it that he's saying that they owe him a conversation? Why do they owe him a conversation? If I'm no longer aligned with you, or I'm not doing business with you or anything like that, why do I owe you to sit down and have a conversation? A lot of times, most of the people can't even call my phone if I'm no longer. Yo, it's people in my own family that can't even call my phone. I don't owe nobody nothing. Honestly, this just sound like bitter. Y'all took off. I fell off. If I'm looking at it objectively, it sounds like y'all doing y'all thing and y'all caught the wave. And for whatever reason, the people are not really messing with me anymore. And so as a result, I'm feeling some type of way. And now I feel like somebody owe me something, even owe me a conversation. What do they owe you a conversation about? I'm trying to understand, what is he requesting? Why do he feel like they owe him anything other than whatever it is that he already was able to build for? He got his own platform. He got his own money, apparently. He got his own wife. He got his own other stuff. Don't nobody owe nobody nothing unless you can prove it in a court of law. What do they owe you? If okay, let's look at it on the flip side. If Jay Morrison had took off like Earn Your Leisure took off, would he have owed them some form of compensation or a conversation or whatever, so on and so forth? I don't understand that part, but let's continue.
To at least sit down with you and have the conversation.
About what?
Oh, you the professional courtesy, the revolutionary courtesy, the brotherly courtesy to say, yo, what's really going on, bro?
Y'all don't really understand. Yo, what up, Pocket Watching? Yo, Pocket Watching, I don't know if you're available, big dog, but if you want to come up, I can drop the link in the description because I am completely out of the loop. I am 1,000% out of the loop. What is it that he feel like that they owe them? I'm assuming that you already seen this video because I'm catching it late. What is it that he feels as though they owe him? Let me know, Pocket Watching, and I can drop the link if this is what you, I don't know, if you're busy, you might just be catching it, you know what I'm saying, catching a live stream in your own leisurely time or whatever like that. But I'm trying to understand, what is Jay Morrison talking about? What is this brotherly love? What is this revolutionary courtesy, whatever like that? I don't really understand. I'm going to be reading Super Chat shortly.
And not to play to my own self-interest that, yo, if the big homie out, there's more room for us.
Is that what you think their motivations were?
Bro,